Jasmy recently broke through the local high we were talking about on this channel just a few days ago, guys. You can see right here we were predicting Jasmy going towards 0.01885, and it did exactly that, right into this lovely target area that we saw. And since then it has corrected a little bit. So welcome back to the channel. Firstly, obviously, since we last had a video and you guys were checking in, you know, the markets have changed quite a bit by now. As you can see, the market cap is now to $2.2 trillion as momentum is going crazy. It's feeling parabolic, and Bitcoin is approaching $60,000, especially as Elon Musk has a massive influence over the markets right now, posting meme related content, creating a huge surge for meme coins like Pepe and things like that. We're seeing a large inflow of money. Now, let's look at Jasmy. We can see it's up on the day. 0.01713 is the current price tag with an $844 million market capital. Still got 98.6% of the supply circulating at the moment of the 50 billion total Jasmy. That's 49.3 billion tokens. So what a wild 7 days it's been here for Jasmy, and of course a fantastic month where we're still holding over 3x. Now, if you're new here, guys, all I ask is that you subscribe to the channel should you wish to hit your crypto goals. Because, you know, we were looking at a falling wedge here and boom, it went up. So let's just kind of explore what could happen next, because we have, of course, had that increase in the price now. And we came down from this low here from 0.0143, the falling wedge, and we actually saw a 38% pump from that. And that's pretty crazy. Now, when you look at the previous impulse, when you look over here at this corrective level to this high, that's a 0.618 Fibonacci. You can see that's where we typically correct to. There is the 0.618 Fibonacci level. Now, if you look at this current impulse wave or cycle, you can see that we are targeting and already have indeed gone down to that 0.618 Fibonacci level. So we could then assume, can we base this the same thing? Can we assume that the same thing may happen? Because here we actually went between 1.414 and 1.618. So on the bullish side, can I now assume or speculate that we might be reaching between 1.618 and 1.414 again based on this pattern? And the more frequently a pattern kind of happens, the less elusive it is and the less kind of validated it can become. So if this is the case, then we could be looking at another 24% pump to the upside for Jasmy, looking at a 0.021 plus price tag. So ideally 0.021485 could potentially happen here for Jasmy if we see more continuation in the crypto markets. So pretty crazy. We can see Bollinger Bands, we are looking pretty overbought. We're above the 20-day moving average, which is that blue line right there. And so far, every time Jasmy does come under the blue line, it's recovering each time at the same time. So it could still correct here for a little bit longer. That way, the 20-day moving average will creep up into that support zone, and then we will actually see hopefully more continuation to the upside, which would be great on the daily. However, we are a little bit overbought on the RSI still. However, I can't really see any bearish divergence here. To be fair, I think it's okay, but what I can see on the daily time frame is there's a lot of selling resistance. So try not to get like FOMO'd in, try not to chase these green candles, because this is obviously a lot of resistance up here, and it could be worth waiting to see if there is potentially a correction in the market coming up. You could also argue that on this daily time frame, if I actually just remove all these kind of, you know, drawings and all these scribbles for just a while, let me remove that rising wedge now, you could potentially argue it's either a rising wedge or a bull flag. And it does look quite bull flaggy, but of course there is a lot of resistance that we're seeing right now. So let's just wait, see what the trend is wanting to do. We know that the Bitcoin countdown halving is just 50 days away, which isn't too long either. So as we're approaching this Bitcoin halving, there's a lot of anticipation, there's a lot of FOMO and hype, and a lot of retail investors usually re-enter the market as we see the Bitcoin halving take place. So it's a historical event. You know, it's going to reduce the amount of supply that's going into the ecosystem for blockchain to 3.125 Bitcoin per block reward. you know, further constricting the supply, making it more scarce, we should see the rest of the markets hopefully surge and pump. Now, if you guys are looking to, of course, hit your crypto goals this 2024, make sure you do consider becoming a patron. The link is down below. We're one of the biggest and best Discords out there. So if you want to get over 200-300 trading signals per month, become a crypto champion. If you want even more than that, become a crypto legend. There's only 3 spaces available, and yeah, this would be really, really cool, guys, if you can just join, because we make this with the view of enhancing your crypto journey, and at the same time we try to ask for an affordable cost here, you know, $100 a month to potentially find some great things, early calls, straight to DEX launches, stealth launches, all that good stuff. So link is down below for that. Thank you for supporting. Now, potential highs 2030 according to Techopedia, 0.006 for Jasmy. Is that something I could agree with? Because right now Jasmy is at 0.017, so that doesn't even really make sense. Why would the price be lower here in 2030? So I'm going to be real with you. That 2030 prediction doesn't really make much sense over there. 0.0171 currently for Jasmy being traded. Hit a local high of 0.019 according to Techopedia. We could see 2025 0.07 and 2024 0.0285. So this is much more relevant. I imagine that this was a typo and they meant to put 0.06. I'm not really sure. Kind of weird flex to think that it's going to go down in 6 years. Crypto bubbles, very green today. Lots of euphoria on the week, as you can see, and the day as well, pretty much predominantly green, but most meme coins are leading the market today, as opposed to seeing Bitcoin. If we have a look at some of our daily pumpers right now, Pepe is at the top. We've got Arweave, Aptos, Bonk. So yeah, this is obviously pretty cool. And guys, if you are new here and looking for potentially a new meme coin to explore, quick shout out to Meme Combat. Only 6 days, 4 hours remaining until big listing and launch of Meme Combat. We could potentially see this surge 2, 3, 4, 5x. It's hard to say, but right now one Meme Combat token is $0.279, and you can buy this either on the Ethereum mainnet or the Binance Smart Chain. So you've got the choice of ERC20, bigger gas fees, or BEP20, lower gas fees. It's up to you which one you want to do it on. I personally always buy over Ethereum, but Meme Combat could be the next big thing that a lot of investors are moving towards at the moment. If you research it, it's all over the place. So I wanted to shout out this one again. 77% of the supply is now staked, with 41.982 million tokens being staked in, with 94% APY on the compounded rewards there. That's literally just over 13,000 stakers. What makes this meme coin ICO very unique is the fact that the presale is doxed and KYC'd by Matt Whiteman, the project lead. And one thing that excites me as well is, of course, the roadmap, because it's a game, it's a play-to-earn ecosystem. The platform launches soon, and then we're going to see the immediate launch of Season 1, which will then move into the second launch, which will be Season 2, with more, you know, updates, partnerships, game expansions to hopefully create more on-chain data and people coming back to the community, that longevity with the community as well. It's got that culture feeling, it's got that big community feeling. So do some research on Meme Combat if you do like your meme coins, your pre-sales. They typically perform a lot better during a bull market condition. The link is right down below. And overall I just literally just looked at it. Wow, we're $10,000 away from because when I had this open making this video, Bitcoin was $57,000. So just to see this extra $2,000, what a wild pump. 60k is most likely coming for Bitcoin, guys. Try not to FOMO into these markets, of course, but 60k is coming. We could be due a correction, I'm not entirely sure. But yeah, you can't make this up. Nearly an all-time high for Bitcoin. We're only $10,000 away. We could see it. We could honestly see it. Stay tuned. Hit the subscribe and the notification bell to stay part of this crypto journey. And I wish you a wonderful week. Stay crypto safe. Peace.